Fox 24 News Now is helping you get ready for a fun and safe summer. Yesterday, we sat down with the co-founder of Shark Bands, the shark deterring accessory everyone needs when they hit the beach. Well, today we're excited to have Jake Burton with us. He's the founder of Rheos gear, an ingenious invention that will never let you lose another pair of sunglasses in the water again. Welcome.
Thank you so much.
The future's so bright, you gotta wear shades. You gotta wear these shades. So I want to hear a little bit about how you got started. So tell us more about these sunglasses and what makes them unique.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the number one thing, of course, is they float.
Look at that.
When they go in water.
Can you see that?
But we didn't just set out to make floating shades. We made some of the best shades in the world first. Like, we had to make sure the lenses were right, the frames were right. And that means starting with 100% UV protection, because when you're out on the water, UV rays are double. When it bounces off the water, it goes back in your eyes, and that can be irreparable damage. But they're, they're polarizer, hydrophobic. Anything you'll find in a premium line of sunglasses, you'll find in these shades.
Okay, so what sparked this project for you? Why did you decide to create these?
It's a funny story. A few years ago, my wife and I, we were dating at the time, we set out on an Airstream trip. We remodeled a 1981 Airstream, drove around the country, stopped, of course, a lot of state parks and national parks, and we'd go out on the water. Well, every time we get back in the truck, I'd have to go get new sunglasses because I lost them somewhere. One time we're getting in and she looks at me, she's like, "You realize your shades are the most expensive part of our trip?" And I laughed until we realized how true it was, and we were like, this is a problem we can solve. So we made great sunglasses for 50 bucks, and when you drop them in the water, which I do often, is you lean over a kayak or you lean over a boat.
It happens to everybody.
They're gone. And we've heard hundreds of stories of people that are like, "Oh my God, I remember when I lost $200, $300 in a second."
Exactly.
So.
That is, by the way, why she's now your wife.
Yeah.
You married smart. You were very smart. All right. So you talk about $200, $300 for a pair of sunglasses. They are very expensive. How much do these run?
These retail at $50.
$50. So I think you can afford just to invest your money into a pair of sunglasses that you will never lose. And being that we live in an area where everyone is doing something water related, whether it's on a boat or at the beach, this is really kind of the perfect thing to have. And you have it for both men and women.
Absolutely. So we've got 8 different frame shapes, and they're unisex. So they all work with whomever kind of fits that style or fits that vibe. And of course, we've got different color combinations.
Right. And tell us about the name behind the company. So Rheos gear, what does Rheos mean?
Rheos is the Greek word for river current. And so it's got built into that concept of like constantly moving forward, constant change, and carving its own path. It actually comes from an old philosopher quote of "No man steps in the same river twice, because it's not the same man and it's not the same river." So it's got some roots there for us that was meaningful at that time, driving around the country and just exploring.
That's a beautiful story. I have to wonder why no one ever thought about this before. And not to give your trade secret away, but how do you create floatable sunglasses?
It's the material itself, and that's where we started when we looked at the ideas, trying to find a special type of polycarbonate. It's 35% lighter than a pair of frames that looks exactly like this. Yeah. So when you put it on your face,
very light. These are very light.
A lot of our customers love them because they float. A lot of them love it because it doesn't pinch here, it doesn't pinch here, because they're so light.
Exactly, exactly. Now, I notice a lot of your lenses are mirrored, but not all of them are.
Right.
So tell us more also about the UV protection.
The UV protection and the polarization is in every single style and every frame. And having 100% UV protection, that's why we wear sunglasses, protect our eyes from the UV damage.
Yeah.
And then, some of the other things are just ideal for people that love to spend time on the water. Hydrophobic coating is like the Rheos for the lens, so it beads right off like it would on your windshield. Oleophobic coating, so it protects from damage of oil fingers or salt water or things down the road.
Yeah.
So it's anything that you would find in those premium frames or lenses you'll find in these.
Well, speaking of finding, where can people find these sunglasses?
They can be found locally at Half Moon, the Folly Pier, Dillard's at Citadel Mall and across the country, and of course on our website at rheosgear.com.
That's great. Do you have any products in the pipeline?
One of the ones we're actually just launching is the Captain's Pack, because we've had so many boat owners that like, I need this for friends and family. So it's a 6-pack. It comes in a waterproof case.
That's awesome.
It's awesome. It's just for the Charleston area right now.
Yes, that is a great gift indeed. Thank you so much. These are really cool. We'll be back after this.
Thank you.